IGN is so stupid when it comes to talking about Japanese entertainment in general. Well, according to this one Redditor, he dislikes the fact that IGN just gave the movie a 6 out of 10. Well, I feel like, I get it, you know, IGN notoriously loves giving a good movie a bad rating. Case in point, the Transform movie, a 5 out of 10. Like, really? You know? But come on, man. In the first line, it mentioned really valid point: horrendous pacing. How is that worth clowning? I guess a lot of people really focus on the next part, a clearly incomplete story, which when I read the whole thing, yeah, it still doesn't make any sense. So I don't know what he's on about, because this is a part 1 of a trilogy. You know, yeah, that makes no sense. But you know, after all that, he did praise the movie, saying that there are some good fights in the movie, provide satisfying payoffs to character storylines. You know, he just doesn't like the pacing and the overused flashbacks in the movie. You know, so again, I feel like a 6, yes, harsh, but I feel like it makes sense. I understand why, you know, people love clowning on IGN, but come on. And that's why I'm making this video, just, you know, just because I want to talk about it. So let's talk about the first fight then. I thought this was the most forgettable fight I've ever seen in my life, just based on the fact that Shinobu legit just spammed her poison attack, and it's very annoying because, like, without the plot, yeah, Doma could have literally ended her life from the get-go. Obviously, it's Demon Slayer, blah blah blah. Of course, he's gonna, you know, play around, messing around, underestimating Shinobu, blah blah blah. And it's just, man, it's sad because, like, if anything, it feels like they make Shinobu a less intelligent fighter, if that makes sense. And I get it, she's young. It's an emotional fight for her, you know, fighting against, you know, your bigger sister's killer, blah blah blah. But like, I expect more actually. I can't lie, I expect more from her character. I feel like they done her really dirty. She received no screen time, you know, from the last season. It's actually appalling. I feel so bad for her character because, like, it feels we were robbed of somewhat like an emotional scene, you know, specifically for this freeze frame. Because, like, I think, like, I would have cried of her and her sister, you know, if we were to spend more time on her from the last season, you know, talking about her insecurities. You know, she was talking like, oh, how small my hand was, or how you know, shorter I was compared to my sister, or Gyome, blah blah blah. You know, why couldn't we spend more time talking about that in the last season? Why? Dude, I just hate the last season so much because of how much little they cared about the characters. Legit, they didn't spend anything. I'm not saying I'm better than her or whatever. I'm just saying that, man, she could have written her so much better. You know what I mean? Whatever. It is what it is. But like, after a while, you know, like I said, I watched it like 2 more times. I thought it was alright. It was acceptable, you know. It was the first fight, so I let it slide, you know what I mean. But there was one scene, yeah, that no, 2 scenes actually. Before the fight, I thought they could have just showed to us instead of telling us, oh, I smell blood, you know. And I feel like Ufotable could have been more creative with it because, like, dude, it's a 2.5-hour movie, man. How the fuck? Just show it to me, man. If you show to me like her sniffing, and then you showed this scene as well, combine it with this scene, it added more value to the movie. It shows to us like, yo, we respect your time. This movie sometimes treat you like a kid, and I hate that. Because, like, dude, the only people that are watching this movie is 16 and above. No way a 12-year-old gonna watch this movie. And I get it, not every people are gonna like my suggestion, but I feel like it's an appealing way of storytelling, if that makes sense, you know? Whatever, it is what it is. Like I said, it's nitpicky, but I feel like it added, you know, small things do matter in this type of movie, especially the runtime. And another scene, I think this scene was cringe. I can't lie, I know it's supposed to be cute or motivational, whatever, but I thought it was cringe. So, yeah. But this one fight is the worst one, and it is. This was one of the worst fight I've ever seen in my life, man. Honestly, no one can defend this fight, yeah? This is not even a fight. Dude, the total of the Zenitsu fight was 23 minutes. I think like between 3 to 5 minutes was spent on actual fighting. Then the rest, 17 minutes or 18 minutes was spent on yapping. And it pissed me off because, like, it's a repetition on previous fight. And that's why I don't like it, because, like, yo, you just copy paste it. For the life of me, I thought like, wait, who are you again? I didn't even know this guy. And that showed that to me that how insignificant this character is. And it pisses me off that when like Zenitsu just say something like, oh, I respect you, or gomen aniki. For me, like I said, that's why I hate the fact that the filler season, didn't really spend a lot on these characters. And a lot of people pissed on the fact that people like me call this last season a filler. Half of the season was spent on things that do not matter. Why couldn't we not spend on those 4 episodes on Zenitsu? Yes, it's a simple story. I feel like a build-up towards this confrontation will make the fight itself more entertaining. And then, you know, they showed to us the 7th form. My god, that was an ass pull, I can't lie. Like, yes, visually it was pleasing, it was amazing, it was beautiful, but it wasn't satisfying. You know why? Because they tell us, oh, I've been training this form for a long time now. It's kind of crazy because you know why? Last season was called a Hashira training arc. Why the heck did we not get to see any of it? I don't understand, man. Okay, for comparison, yeah, in Naruto, the Rasen Shuriken Jutsu, they showed to us his training, they showed to us the jutsu side effect, and they showed to us the payoff. Naruto using it against one of the Akatsuki. The way Demon Slayer do it is just like, oh yeah, we're gonna remove the first 2, we're gonna just show you the payoff. Why? I'm pissed because like, this fight could have been so much better if it was given a proper build-up. And I find it hilarious as well because like, Zenitsu's trait or like quirk is that whenever he fights, he has to close his eyes. He's scared, you know. But this fight, oh no, I'm fine now. I'm opening my eyes now. I'm okay. I'm fine. For Zenitsu to open his eyes is that you have to kill someone that matters to him. And then that way, I'm gonna be more serious. I'm not gonna be scared now. Why not, you know, for his characters specifically, just show to us that, yo, you know, one of those moments, he has this monologue. Oh, I have to close my eyes. I'm gonna scared. And then, but like, and then like maybe like show some of like flashback of his grandpa or master or whatever. And then, no, I'm gonna kill this guy, and then open his eye. I get it. It's Demon Slayer. It's supposed to be simple. Blah blah blah. You know, it's just a movie. Just enjoy it. Like, come on, man. And I hate the fact that a lot of people call people like me, oh, all of y'all just want action or fighting. All of y'all just have a TikTok attention span. Like, what the fuck, man? That's just literally diminishing every single criticism of this movie. It's just like, just because people don't like flashback doesn't mean we have a TikTok attention span, man. Shut up. All in all, I think this movie is good. Really, really good. But like I said, the first half, the second half really saved it, you know. Obviously, the second half has its own problems, but I feel like a lot of it is just, I feel like if I were to mention it, it feels nitpicky, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Other than Tanjiro's, for some reason, just remembering, oh my god, I remember my dad did this back in the day. So I'm gonna like exactly 100% replicate it in this fight. Even though I've never trained it before, but I'm gonna do it now. Like what? That's just basically MC plot armor, but whatever, it is what it is, it's fine. But also, if Genya survived the next movie, yeah, I can't, man. That's the most bullcrap thing I've ever seen in my life. Dude has a shotgun on his hand and survive against Kokushibo? Nah. 8 out of 10, yeah.